Some more WrestleMania matches were made official, so we'll see what's new there. We'll also check out a fan theory going around for Roman Reigns' WrestleMania commercial, and much more. Let's start things off with a theory from the fans that are looking deep into the WrestleMania commercials. In preparation for WrestleMania 39, WWE has filmed several Hollywood movie spoofs that star WWE superstars. They aired the first one at Elimination Chamber, which featured Seth Rollins as the Joker and Becky Lynch as Batman. And since then, WWE has teased several more of these upcoming movie spoof commercials. Another one of the confirmed spoofs will be Roman Reigns and The Bloodline recreating scenes from the legendary film Goodfellas. Now, at the time of this recording, the entire Bloodline Goodfellas spoof hasn't been released yet, but there is a snippet of it released by WWE that has fans running wild with theories and connecting the spoof to Roman's actual character direction. So in this Goodfellas WrestleMania spoof, Roman Reigns is seen playing the role of Tommy. There was a lot of great characters that Roman Reigns could have portrayed from Goodfellas, but fans find it quite intriguing that they had Roman portray Tommy. A quick synopsis of Tommy's character in Goodfellas. Tommy was calm and charismatic, but at times he could easily lose his temper, and that led to several serious consequences. Tommy's main goal throughout the film is to continue to rise up the street rankings and become one of the top guys. But the problem is that Tommy's personality and the way he rubbed certain people the wrong way all came back to bite him in the end and ultimately lead to his demise. So, fans found it just so interesting that Roman is portraying Tommy because they may not be identically alike as characters, but they definitely share some traits and similarities. It may be a reach, it may just simply be a WrestleMania advertisement with no real hidden meaning behind it. But fans are wondering if that spoof right there could be a slight teaser for what's to come for Roman Reigns. Will Roman ultimately face a demise similar to Tommy, where he ends up getting betrayed by those closest to him because they're just fed up with him? So again, it's just one of those things where it can either be a coincidence or probably intentional. But Roman and Tommy are so similar in many ways, and of course, everyone sees the writing on the wall with the Bloodline. The group is on the verge of disbanding. Roman is doing his usual thing. He wants all the power and control. But Jey Uso looks like he's starting to get tired of Roman's nonsense. Jimmy is trying to do right, and Solo Sikoa is quietly doing his own thing as well. So it feels like everyone is basically doing their own thing. The Bloodline isn't as united as they once were. So you really can't help but wonder if all this is going to lead to Roman Reigns going down hard with the entire ship. It sort of goes back to what Sami Zayn was telling Jey Uso about Roman Reigns. Sami was saying how Roman Reigns was going down, but how Jey and the rest of the Bloodline don't have to go down with him. There's time for them to jump off the ship and save themselves. But how Roman is definitely going down. Now, Sami wasn't able to get the job done by himself, but Sami's message is still true. Roman's dominance won't last forever, and it's about to collapse. It can be at the hands of Cody Rhodes, or even a fellow Bloodline member like Jey Uso, but either way, Roman Reigns appears to be at the end game of his run leading the Bloodline. So we'll have to see what the future holds for Roman Reigns, but all signs point to his entire empire collapsing in the coming months. With WrestleMania quickly approaching, more and more big matches are being made official. The February 27th edition of Raw confirmed 2 big matches for WrestleMania. Now coming into WrestleMania season, Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley were 2 big talked about names for WrestleMania. Some fans thought that Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar would have their final match with each other at WrestleMania 39. But when Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley had their match at Elimination Chamber, it became a little more clear that maybe Lesnar and Lashley weren't facing each other at WrestleMania. Another clear indication of this was the SmackDown before Elimination Chamber, where Bray Wyatt said that he wants to face the winner of Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar. So that was the biggest hint that Bray Wyatt was facing one of the two at WrestleMania. Fans instantly assumed that maybe it'll be Brock Lesnar versus Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania. Maybe that would work since they've had a few run-ins with each other in the years past. But to everyone's surprise, that's not what it was. Bobby Lashley won the match via disqualification, which meant that he became Bray Wyatt's target. And that was once again reinforced recently on Raw, where an old video of Bray Wyatt's Muscle Man dance aired on the screen when Bobby Lashley was walking up the ramp. Bray Wyatt's Muscle Man dance video is several years old and originally aired during his original run with the Firefly Funhouse. Back when the Muscle Man dance first aired all those years ago, fans seemed alright with it. But this time around, airing it like that on Raw to Bobby Lashley, some fans found it to just be flat out weird and random. So a lot of fans have an unsure feeling about Bray Wyatt versus Bobby Lashley, both as a match and as a story. So they're gonna have to really over-deliver in every department here for this feud to be viewed as a success by fans. The story still isn't clear. It's still unknown what Bray Wyatt wants or what he's after with Bobby Lashley. And it's not like it's something personal, because if Brock Lesnar would have won that match by disqualification, Bray would have came after him. So even that part of the story is a little weird. How Bray picked his next target basically depending on the outcome of the Elimination Chamber match. If Bray would have said nothing the night before Elimination Chamber and just attacked Bobby Lashley after his match with Brock Lesnar, then maybe it would have been a slightly better start. It's just really strange. Why did the outcome of the Elimination Chamber match between Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley hold any significance in Bray Wyatt's decision making for who he comes after next? That's the part that's impossible to understand. So there's a group of fans that basically already have one foot out the door on Bray Wyatt and Bobby Lashley. So they're really gonna have to give us a reason or good storyline explanation on why Bray wanted the winner of Elimination Chamber match so badly. It's being rumored right now that this match will be a last man standing match as well, so it'll be interesting to see if that comes into play. It's also important to note that this is another Raw Superstar versus SmackDown Superstar matchup, so Wyatt or Lashley will have to go on opposite brands over the next few weeks if we're going to see a face-to-face segment for this feud. Brock Lesnar, on the other hand, has accepted Omos' WrestleMania challenge. Fans have a small issue with this matchup as well, just based off a logical perspective. Omos hasn't had a match on Raw in over 3 months, and now he's supposed to be a credible threat to a legendary star like Brock Lesnar. There's definitely a few logic holes to poke through there with this feud. If Omos was an active superstar over the last few months and was picking up all these big name victories, then maybe the match with Brock Lesnar would have made sense. But for Omos to practically come off the couch and get a WrestleMania match with Brock Lesnar, that's just very unusual, especially for Brock Lesnar's booking. However, some fans are willing to put all that to the side and see what Brock Lesnar versus Omos turns out to be like at WrestleMania. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.